Okay.
Thank you for the strange introduction, Botmeister Mark.
No problem.
So, this will be the final run for this awesome BSG. This will be the race of Omensight 80%, a particular version of the games. This is a version 1.02.
Yes.
All those ones that allow us to use glitch to make autobounds, skips, pretty cool things, as you will see.
Skip a lot of fights as well.
And I'm Ætienne. This is Satanicnerd.
Satanicnerd.
We are reverse from the screen, but that's not a problem.
Oh, boy. Nah, that's fine.
So apparently the hard mode incentive was not met. So
Not met yet.
But yet, because we can still change it during the run. So we'll start the games with classical difficulty right now because there is a very long cutscene that doesn't count in the time. So let's go.
So there's still an intro cutscene, and after that time starts, but we will notify you when that is.
This cutscene is not skippable. We can also skip it manually by playing with the files of the games. But the problem is that will cause a really weird glitch. Letting this very first sentence at the bottom of the screen during the whole games, that's not very interesting to see. So
we actually found that during a three-way race, my intro cutscene crashed, which is basically what we do now. We just delete it from the game files. But because of that, Euralia, a prosperous land, just kept through the entire game. That dialogue was over everything.
We'll explain that what is these games were. Something to already show this games, not exactly the same run because it was on the definitive editions during the BSG annual. This games is to repeat the same day again and again and again to find a way to block the end of the world, definitely.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting game casually with a lot of dialogues, with some quests to do to find the good way, the good choice to do, to spare boss, to fight boss, and so on and so on. But here we will use, because of glitch and because of very huge sequence breaks, you can make the entire game in 7 days instead of 8 for a normal gameplay.
Exactly.
So we'll explain that during the run. So it's being a pretty interesting speedrun with lots of fun.
Ætienne brought up the sequence break, and the biggest sequence break will be the very first day, actually, after the tutorial already. Yeah, we are still looking for other sequence breaks. We have potential ones which we're trying to work on, but it's really difficult to find them.
Because most of them need some other things to get load, and the games doesn't load it at a good time. So we are ready to start the race. The race will begin when we start the day 0. As you can see, there is a timeline on top to see, and actually we are in the night. So if we are ready,
we can get a countdown.
Yeah, for the final run. 3, 2, 1, go! There we go.
Hey,
so
you guys have time for a donation?
No,
yeah, definitely.
All right, so great start to the run. Hi, I bend spoons donated $5 saying, "Go Satanicnerd, I will bend a spoon if you win."
Thank you, Spoons.
Honestly, there is so many precise tricks, and most of them are very punishing. That's make this runs on a race a very different way to play this game instead of just try to getting a personal best, because playing safe is not something really easy to do in this game.
No.
So we'll make our very first.
What you might? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was speaking about Ludomir.
Oh yeah. What you might notice I'm doing right now, my hand is on the keyboard because I'm mashing both the skip dialogue button and spacebar, because they both skip dialogue, but mashing them both saves makes the trigger happen more frequently. So
we play this character. This is the Harbinger. The Harbinger appear when the world of Euralia is close to disappear, and there is 2 different factions in this games.
Yeah.
The Empire and the Resistance Redemption.
The Rebellion, yeah.
And in many different days, because we will go into the past. We will redo the same day again and again. Sometimes we will play as Pigarian's Empire allies, and sometimes we'll play as the Resistance allies. So this is why sometimes guys are enemies, and another day they are allies. So Okay, the second character, we will just saw Ludomir, and this is Draga, the general of the Pygarian army. We skip all of the dialogue. The story will be pretty difficult to follow, of course, because
we are really tight. Wow.
Yeah, it's very, very tight.
I should have seen it
Nearly the same frame.
sooner.
Now the final fight of this tutorial.
Oh yeah, that's normal to see the cursor, to be honest. I will need the cursor later during the run.
Yeah, we will see the cursor more during the run, but right now we don't need it, yeah. Now it's just waiting. If you kill 3 enemies, the ending will trigger.
I continue to fight me to...
Oh, you got distracted because of Mark.
Well, because of Mark, yeah.
I blame Mark. Mark, why'd you do that?
I lose a little bit of time, but anyway.
I tried helping. I won't
So
help
this
ever
cutscene is
again.
not
I'm so sorry. We'll never do it again. Hashtag I'm going out now. Bye.
I didn't hear you too much, Mark.
Land torn by war.
I didn't hear you.
Hello.
Oh,
My name
okay,
is.
that's
There you go.
fine.
I said I'm
You're
sorry for
pretty-
touching your mouse. Mouse.
I
No.
can hear Mark. Can you turn it?
Please don't kill me again.
No, no, no.
Awakened to fight this.
So this is the end of the world. We lost.
Yes.
We just lost.
Yeah, we lost. This was the wrong sequence of events. We chose the wrong day with the wrong people.
So at the end of this day, Vodans, as the game say, will destroy the entire world. And this is the things we have to stop to block the world. It's also pretty interesting because there is a lot of reference to the Bible, because there is a big snake who is around a big tree of life.
Yeah,
so
it's the Bible, but also
Yeah.
the Norse lore, of course. The Yggdrasil, the world tree.
many difference. That's always worked, and that's always pretty interesting to make awesome choices in these games.
Man, these loading screens are great.
Yeah, the main problem we have in these games is loading screen that's different between each runner because it depends on the PC's performances. But there you managed to create a pretty interesting tools to remove loading times. But for the moment, we still continue to calculate the time in RTA for these games. But honestly, if we can manage to have all of the runners with using your loading remover, that should be awesome to have an in-game timer for these games.
Yes. Load remover is imperfect still, because there's also invisible loads which happen during the game which you can't really control. And if you mash during loading screens, the game will
oh damn! I did
not realize you're in the loading screen.
I did a really stupid mistakes 2 times in a row.
What happened?
Anyway. So normally in a normal gameplay, to make the good for the good different choice, you have to choose Draga first here to unlock the Pygarian seals. The Pygarian seal, that's a very important things to know to unlock very early in the games. But because of the very first skip we'll see in this very important first skip we'll see in the game, that will allow you to make a huge seconds break to skip an entire day.
Yes, there's a few of these seals. There's the green one, the yellow one. The yellow one is the one we will skip. There's the purple one, and then there's the special one, Klaven. But we won't get the yellow one, which you in a regular glitchless run you need, but we found a way to glitch around every yellow key door we need to pass through.
The Harbin.
And here we'll actually see one of the first fights we skip. We roll past these first few guys. Rolling happens to be the fastest way to move. And what we do is there's a special combo, the LHH combo, light attack, heavy attack, which allows you to raise an enemy up into the air, but the game forgets to check that you're not allowed to do a double jump after that, so you basically get a triple jump, which allows us to make this top ledge. Ætienne will make it now.
There we go. There is a way to do it more clearly without gripping the ledge. That's a little bit faster, but I was not in a good position.
No one is to disturb the Emperor.
Here we'll do it again. This one is a bit tougher because these are the ciphers, the minions of the void. Oh, this is a cool thing. The cutscene on that tutorial is wrong because we skipped past the first part.
To fool his subjects to keep his secret, but I know better. Whatever he's plotting.
Pretty
Nice,
well
I got
made, yeah. Pretty well made on the side. That's my turn to deal with.
These monsters, ciphers they call them. There's more of them every day.
Come on.
They just pop in and kill anything on sight.
That looks good.
Oh. Mine was not very clean, but anyway.
Meantime, at the fight after that, you can do it as well. And I just got that. You'll see it with Ætienne before.
Oh, I got
be ahead of you.
It was a pretty fast one. Nice one.
You might see me roll to the sides to break some barrels because I'm actually trying to get the diamond, the amber.
Oh damn, I messed up.
Because there's a certain ability, the dash ability, which is the fastest way to move around in this game. And you can use 5,000 amber to both upgrade the distance you dash and the cooldown that's on it.
I messed up the third one, so I just go for the fight normally. Anyway.
I can smell Indrik's sticky feathers.
This is the big
way.
sequence break we were talking about. To the left of me, there is a big door with a key.
What?
See if I can get it. There's a small position on this wall you can get on.
This wall is this was very bizarre.
There's an invisible wall, and the game actually thinks you're on this wall. And you can repeat the combo to scale the wall and jump over the door like that.
That was very well, man.
Whoop. And then I messed up the easier triple jump afterward. Wow. Let's take a... And I was too close to the wall, that's why.
That was fast on my side. Let's hope.
Nice. You might have noticed I do that skip with 4 combos. Ætienne does it in 7.
It's a bit more sometimes, but
sometimes more, sometimes less. I actually went through the game, not through the game code, but I used Cheat Engine to really figure out where you can land and everything. And I found out that 4 is possible, but it requires some bit precise movement in the air.
Come on. Oh my god, that was long.
I got stuck on the ledge.
Sometimes.
So that's why I do 4. But you can even do 11 and get on top of the invisible wall that we use to scale upwards. It saves us from having to do the triple jump, which I messed up 3 times there. This is I'm heading into the final fight. You are as well.
Yeah.
And after this, we will receive our first Omensight, which is information which will help us decipher how we can prevent this end of the world.
This is definitely the every Omensight mark a frontier between each act of this games. You cannot go. Everything will be different if when you have to interact with any of your allies if you have a certain Omensight. So this fight is the very last of this day.
I'm trying to bait the shark close to the ledge, but he won't move closer, because then you can knock him into the pit that's down here. Nice, I got the kill from the distance with the energy balls. So yeah, this elevator you will see a lot in this run. With various characters, and actually on the day with Indrik, the Emperor, you can skip his dialogue and then the elevator rides just a silent right down. You're just standing there looking at each other.
That's done for the shark meet you.
Nice.
And so yeah, I'm around 1 minute behind you, I think, something like that. Perhaps less, but
yeah, the Omensight takes what, 30 seconds to receive.
I did some pretty stupid mistakes in the tree of life, to be honest. But anyway, just stress, I think.
Yeah, because you immediately buy stuff in the Tree of Life, and I wait to buy stuff. Because my playstyle is a bit different than Ætienne's. He has the world record, so his might be better. But I prefer to upgrade the dodge, and you cannot upgrade that immediately. So I don't have to stop by the shop on the first day, and Ætienne actually gets health on the first day. So, and that you can buy in the shop, and it actually saves a bit of time buying on the first day.
We already have the very cool things about the Omensight speedrunning community is probably each runner have their own way to fight, their own way to build for the 80%. That's pretty cool. Even Tree Crow, the very first runner of the games, fights in a very different way than me by jump slash, and that's most of us have their own things or optimize or a little bit faster. But changing your a bit, making us running a little bit slower for. So we just keep our way to run and see what is the faster man. But the problem is we are very stuck by those loading time, because you say that for a moment I have the world record, but you have for the moment very longer loading time than mine for. When you have PB attempts, yeah, that makes definitely a big difference.
So yeah, but the difference in playstyles is really cool to watch. It means that I can watch you and not feel like I'm watching the same run as I do.
Yeah.
And it's also very apparent in skips, because even skips, you just saw I do the skip in 4 up slashes. I think the Monster Lair used to run this, and I did another number even of ups of LHH combos. Yeah. The prison skip setup, we use different setups. There's another. We skip the door we just skipped. We do that with another. I do that sometimes with another setup even than Ætienne does. There's a lot of differences, and it all depends on your PC or not necessarily your PC, but what you feel comfortable with.
I don't know if it's the idea of my games is actually on the stream, but this song is the main song of this game. So it's pretty awesome with subtitles. This is also the song of the credits, and so it's one of the beauty of this game is probably this music.
I recently got gifted the DLC
with the soundtracks. Oh, you just.
I think I walked off a corner on a ledge, which means there was no hit detection to me walking onto a ledge, and I fell off immediately.
We have to speak about our new allies, Ratika. Ratika is the leader of the Rodentian resistance, and this power is pretty bizarre because
Ratika is not helping me.
Oh,
she body blocked me.
Oh damn!
Now we're tied again.
Okay. So yeah, the power of Ratika just make everything faster. But when we say everything, that's a walk, you're running, but also how fast you fall. So
yeah, we skimmed over that with Ludimir, but Ludimir has his pugilist wrath attack, which we use to down all the enemies. That's his big AOE.
Yeah, probably the most useful power of all of our allies. So this is a pretty scary fight, because sometimes if you are too fast, you can follow an enemy into the void, and that's kill you instantly. You have to be careful here. Once again, we have to skip. We can skip fight because of the LHH combo. That's pretty useful. Oh yeah, we didn't speak about how we move, the optimal way to move in these games, because you can just walk or run if you want, but it's slightly faster to make a roll. But the problem is the third roll of the Harbinger will slow you a lot, because you get stuck on the on place. So the better way to do that correctly is just to cancel the last roll by a jump slash, and cancel the jump slash by another roll. Let's make this pretty cool way to move by just rolling, jump slashing, and cancel the jump slash by another roll. So it's not very hard to do, but you just have to train yourself a little bit to move like that.
And we just skipped 2 fights there again with the triple jump.
Yeah, definitely. So right now we move in the Act 2, and we have to found the Emperor Indrik, the Emperor of the Pigarian army, because we think he is responsible to the murder of Vera. Vera is the priestess who normally block the Voidens, but here. But she gets murdered during the day just before the tutorial, and this is why the Void is returned in this world. That's fine. Are you fine, guys?
There's some good music up in the background.
Yeah.
I got hit there by twice.
That's such an awesome place to do a speedrun marathon, to be honest. So this is the very first fight who can be problematic in the run.
Yeah, this fight in front of the door, I've already gotten hit twice after the first cutscene there. But this fight is a tough fight this early on.
Okay, I really would like to see those guys. Oh.
Don't let her free.
Sorry, not now.
What? Could that be?
Okay.
Someone call reinforcements!
That's not too bad for me. But
I got the energy setup at the door.
played very safe. Oh, you got the energy set up?
Yeah, I took the fight a bit slower because you can enter the boss fight with some energy saved up, and that can skip you a part of a cycle, which is very favorable because the fight is just waiting for his shield to go down.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah, this fight is very cyclic. This is normally it's the second boss fight of a normal gameplay, but because we skipped the very first day of the game, we also skip a boss.
Yeah, it took a bit too long. I don't have any energy going in.
Oh, you didn't get it? I get
No.
a double hit. I was very lucky.
Oh, I messed up the dodge there. I have to be careful because his laser could kill me now.
I was close to get killed by a body block of Indrik. So yeah, because by the way, the movement of the platform is 100% scripted. There is no random of which platform will appear. Satanicnerd and me already know which platform will appear and which platform will disappear.
floor is moving.
So that's not a big deal.
Wasn't sure we'd survive.
Yeah, this is the dangerous part here. I'll definitely wait the music is pretty awesome too. The music of Indrik the Firebird.
I sadly wasn't able to manage my energy levels because I got hit by the laser once.
Yeah,
but
because
I might be able to get one off.
we didn't speak about that. The way to build up an energy is to make damage to enemy, making combos. But if you get hits, you lose energy. So you really have to don't get hits if you want to perform a good speedrun of Omensight, because you will lose energy.
As you can see, I got one energy ball now, which means
what happens?
I can use Hadouken here to get basically 2 hits off at once.
The loading time
I
was...
died.
Oh no.
That's too bad. At least I get to enter the fight now with full health.
Oh
But
damn.
damn, that sucks.
That's...
Serious mode now. Got time to make up.
Yeah, that's a very
Wow, that's
it's
a
a
tough-
very bad death, but anyway.
So now it.
This fight is also pretty dangerous because you can die pretty easily by getting hits, for example, in mid-air and push into the lava.
Not go down so easy.
Yeah, I got hit by one of his fireballs as well, trying to set up my energy.
I never go for the energy setup, to be honest, but yeah, it's a very cool way to win times in this fight. But obviously, it's very dangerous. So once against the world ends because we didn't find a way to block Vorden, but we keep our knowledge, and because we choose. The reason we choose this day with Retica is to have the Redemption seal, the green seal, and that's pretty useful because that will allow us to find the second Omensight needed to perform the following of the games. So we are back in our main in our tree. So I will go for just experience. Oh, once again. Normally I should get the grab. Grab is pretty useful to put an enemy. That's allow us to, for example, grab an enemy, throw it in a wall, and instantly kill him by one hit when he's on the ground. By the way, GG to Satanic. Yeah,
Thank you. That cost me a lot of time.
Definitely. There is also other very dangerous boss in this run, especially Ratica later. We will also skip another boss later in the run. It's going to be very funny. So actually, I just have to do dialogue, so Satanics have to perform the Metroidvania section.
Escape section, yeah. The base is falling apart.
Here we go.
So now I will get the green seal as well. This is the other sequence break we have been trying to figure out, just skipping this day, because the only thing we get out of it is the green seal. And we only use it once, really. Well, we use it for the monkey skip, I guess.
But that's not needed also for the monkey skip, because we can set up the monkey skip without the green seal.
Yeah, that's true.
By performing another LH. There is so many cool stuff. We speak about each other about all of the stuff we can try to perform because of this triple jump and because of the outer bounds we can perform in these games. But the very problem is finding a way to skip things and allow the game to load the things after that, and that's a real problem about skipping sequence in these games. So we are actually in the day. This is actually day 3 with Draga. So Draga is the general of the empire of the Pygarian Empire, but because we show her the Omensight, the very first Omensight, the second Omensight, I mean, we know that the Emperor is pretty cruel with the. Oh, I will go for this chest later. We know that the Emperor is pretty cruel with the godless priestess Vera, so she questioned herself and want to ask some explanations to the Master, the Emperor. So the fight in this room. We can activate, triggered some. Anyway.
General,
I will use Draga just here.
Then we will.
Our main when we do, assuming
The end. We will.
Okay. There we go. That is the grab, and that's allow us to deal easily with an enemy.
Yeah,
that was not a bad fight.
Another reason we used to grab here is because there will be a skip later on where if you haven't used the grab earlier in the game, the text for explaining how you have to grab stuff will be in the way of doing the skip.
Yeah, you can see there is a helping box on the bottom right, but the problem is the camera, we didn't speak about the camera in this game, the camera is very scripted. This is also why when you perform Outerbound in these games, you mainly have to perform it without blindfolded, because you don't see anything, and the camera will just move without following your characters. That can be a huge problem. But that also can be a problem when you want to set up certain skips, because, for example, text boxes and so on come to your way. So we really have to take care about that. So if you guys like Indiana Jones, there we go.
Had it not come from Indrid, ciphers.
Hey!
Nice, the invisible bridge.
I did it pretty safely because Satanicnerd did it way earlier in training during this day, and I saw you will fall, and he probably did it in the first frame or something like that. That was pretty crazy to watch.
I was iffy about that one as well. It was a very. I'm not going to try to cut it this close in the marathon run. But I will try to get it a bit earlier, maybe.
The funniest thing is even if you do it too early, the reload for death here is very close from this bridge. So that was a pretty good.
Hey guys,
station. Time to Satanicnerd fights. Yeah,
I heard a mark.
Yeah.
Hi, hello.
Thanks for screaming.
I didn't scream. You want me to scream?
No.
All right. You got time for donation?
Definitely. Yeah.
All right. So it's a €2 donation from Frosty saying, "Mark, get back to the hosting station. Stop eating." So I'm back. Hello.
Had we helped those soldiers,
It was an okay fight.
I should not
That was okay
question
for
your
me.
wisdom.
Oh, nice.
Pretty fast fight. Both of us are our own setup for each fight of the game, because after redoing this run many times, we always see the same fights with the same enemy. The enemy are not random in these games; they are always the same fight. If you do exactly the same
After we have finished
the same
investigating,
amount of day,
should have a
because
word with
funny
His
things about these games
want to
in
hear
a
his
casual
side of the
gameplay,
story.
you have to redo the same day again and again to find the good choice to do. But more day you take to complete your quest, more the void becomes stronger, and there is more and more enemy day after day after day. And Satanicnerd find a way to make a save file with something like 300 of day, 400 of day. Or
I
something
made
like
2 save files. One with 69. Oh, that was too early. One with
a little
69
bit-
days.
oh, damn.
And one with 420 days.
Okay.
Obviously.
And yeah, that's pretty crazy, because there is a huge amount of enemy if you make a save file with lots of day. That was pretty early too, but nice, GG.
Yeah, the other one was way too early. Draga was just slower than I expected. But
Okay,
yeah,
tiny skip here. Oh damn, I messed up. Anyway,
what Ætienne was talking about is the enemies are a slight bit random, but the pool from which enemies get picked is always set on the day that you're on. So we only see the weaker type of enemies. Sometimes you'll see that definitely on the later days. There will be green rats, which are the worst. But
there is also
the amount of those differs.
There is also one of the worst enemies possible is a Pigarian sorcerer with a shield. Is pretty. Oh my god, this one is awful.
Yeah, the annoying part about the Indrik fight was having to wait for a shield to go down. Those enemies are basically that. They have a shield when they get hit.
And that's a huge time lost if you have to deal with them. But we will not see them this round normally. No, we will definitely not see them.
Hope not. That means we picked some wrong days. We barely see that run in technically the current longest run. It's not 100%, but it is the true ending percent. And we do see those enemies with the shield on the final days.
That's perfect. So all of the enemy is dead. All of the ally is dead right now. So that's make a way faster dialogue here, because only Draga will speak.
Nice.
I was pretty lucky, to be honest.
You're the whole Akatri ahead of me.
Under Yarborg's benevolent watch.
Yeah, you
Our
still
patron
have
god
to.
has
the-
gone for
You
3
did the fight pretty
centuries,
differently than
and the
me, because you
Bulgarians
used
still
the
run
whole.
strong.
I mainly don't use the whole in this fight. I did pretty differently.
Yeah, I
Because-
tried to use the dash, but
Let us see if there is
it's
anything
dependent
here that
on enemy
explains why
AI
Indrik
and
would want to
whether
murder
Draga
Vera.
jumps over to the other side.
One of the main things in a very high execution level of these games, and especially when the games is done in definitive edition, so glitchless, I mean, is definitely the AI of the enemy and your own way to deal with.
We must.
My lady,
And here we go, the soul of Hendrik,
And if
the emperor of the Pigarian, the Pigarian emperor, and we will saw the Omensight number 2.
Yeah, this is the one day where you get an Omensight and a soul.
Yeah,
And there is an achievement to get every end of day bonus in one day, and this is the day
this
you
is
would
the
do
day
that.
you can do
Can
it.
you imagine artifacts of the
Spoiler
gods
alert.
hidden
Yeah.
in plain sight?
You're looking for that achievement, that's how you do it.
So now we know that it's Ratika who
I still got the jump, nice.
got it. I didn't got it. I have to.
My first combo got cancelled and then I still got it on the second one. So that was pretty lucky, I guess.
When I saw I didn't got it, I immediately go for the barrel. So that's happened sometimes, but this fight also with the barrel is pretty important to set up correctly. So incoming on my side, one of probably the most difficult trick on the entire run. We got this the flippy or the motoxy skip or the prison skip. Because this is the runner, the German runner Motoxy, who found this and make the entire seconds break of the first day possible. Without that, we will be stun lock at this moment of the games. But with the out of bounds I will now perform, we can go through the games without the Pigarian Seal skip that we skipped in the first day. So just have to carefully select Ludomir.
They weren't ready to kill the mages, so I will have to sit through the extra dialogue.
You will go for the...
They're both alive, would you believe it?
Oh, no.
These creatures attack everyone in
Yeah,
sight.
so this dialogue you didn't see on Ætienne's side, but I'm here to show you the entire game.
General, permission to go treat these wounds.
Yeah, this is the only green seal we really need to get, and there's a tunnel upstairs, and we found a way to go out of bounds from the top tunnel into the bottom tunnel, but we haven't found a way to load all the triggers that we just saw, the Indrik Soul and the Omensight.
Yeah.
We need Draga to get in there with us to trigger that,
Are you sure?
and we haven't found a way to call her with her ability or anything, sadly.
Yeah, that will definitely skip some more than 20 minutes of the games. That should be great. Perhaps more. No solution for the moment. So, Imperial Prisons. Normally here there is a big door with a Pigarian Seal skips to lock with a Pigarian Seal skip, but we don't have it because we skipped the first day. And because of that, I have to perform... Oh, come on, Ludomir, please.
Yeah, if you're not able to do this glitch, you're basically hard locked, because you can't go back either to regain your the seal.
So I will not speak for this one because I still need some...
Yeah, this is a pretty tough one. Yeah. I think I'll be quiet even...
no, you can speak, that's not, right. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I don't remember how... I think in one of the tutorial videos you do 13 combos to get up, to gain height. You basically get on top of the prison, and there's some invisible platforming you have to do. And because of that, we have no idea how Philippe managed to find this flippy skippy, because he had to do this all blind, not knowing where to jump, where to go, and he found a way to skip the next section, and it's incredible. It's incredibly tough even still to get this skip consistently, and he found it. How, we don't know.
No, I just fall. Like at the training, that's pretty bizarre.
It's it's a very tough one, and his setup again is different to mine. He sets it up on the back end of the platform. I do it at the front end of the platform, very close to the pillar.
It's pretty bizarre. I did the same mistakes at the training room.
And his how will
Yeah, this skip even has two parts of it. In the final part of this skip, I should not open this yet, there are actually two sections in which you can end up, the left part and the right part. The right part is faster, but it's very hard to get into, and we will try to get into the right part because it also features a golden chest which will pretty much guarantee us enough amber to buy this dash.
They will cut you down.
No, why? Why I fall like that?
As you can see, it's incredible how Metoxy was able to find this back in the days, on his own, in his free time, just trying out every ledge anywhere that, so for some reason, the game allows you to gain height indefinitely.
Let's go.
Damn it!
Whoa, what? Listen.
My end, you maybe just noticed there's a bit of lore there. The tavern innkeeper was saying he had to inform other people because for some reason the void gets summoned. And we just saw that in the previous fight as well with the green seal there, with Draga, that they said that there were actually people fighting with the ciphers, which is one of the big plot parts that citizens of both nations are summoning the void.
Snowy outside.
Looks like Ætienne got it.
Yeah, but
At least he's now on the first ledge. He has to jump over to the second ledge. And it might get a bit quiet now, because I'm going to do it as well with my setup.
that's done for me. Oh my god, I do the same mistake 2 times in a row. And that's the main mistake I'll do when I do the skip. So I will be quiet a little bit because
Yeah, 7. I have to do this 14 times. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, double jump, roll to the left, jump off onto the ledge. Ooh. Jump forward now. And I'm on the ledge, that's the first part. Walk to the end of the ledge. For reference, this is where we are. You can see my time bubble is up there. And now on the second ledge, and I will try to maneuver my way into the second. Oh, I'm in. There's an invisible wall here, which means I'm in the death warp.
Oh, you're in the death warp?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So you can see the room there. That's where you want to end up in, because back there is a golden chest.
Oh yeah, because you're.
So it's a very tough sectioning part, because even
when we say to us this is the hardest trick of the game, this is the hardest trick of the game. No, not even close to all of the other tricks. Prisonscape is definitely the reason why there is a difference between all the other categories in Omensight. The 90% is really difficult because of this trick.
So now I will not try to go for the extended skip.
Yeah,
but I'll
because
just
you tried to the extended one when I saw that I have many troubles at the beginning of the skip. I didn't go for the extended one, but the extended prison skip also skip a cutscene, so with a dialogue. So it's pretty cool to get it. Yeah, you get normal ones. Cool. You also get it, but you get it second time. I get it third time. So.
All right. Yeah. I could get the chest.
I also skip a very big fight in a big area, as you saw. Okay, Satanicnerd, I have to do the same things.
Get this chest. Now I should have at least enough amber for the dash. I'm not sure where your count is at.
I'm probably fine, but there was a lot of chests in the next section too, so there will be no problem at all.
If you get this skip first try, Ludimir will stand there as if he's proposing to you.
Yeah.
It looks like.
That's pretty cool. Here comes the next boss of this round, Ratika. We have both of us have a very different way to deal with her. I will do in my own way, in a very dangerous way, but that should be fine. But I get touched during the fight earlier. That's bad.
All right, I made it up. No problem.
Okay. So let's hope everything is going well.
That was not the plan.
Yeah, Ratika, just like the mages, has a lot of invincibility frames after teleporting, which makes this fight a bit timing based, and it's a bit random where she teleports to. You can guess and hope. I hit that pillar. That's new.
Oh no! There we go. There we go.
Nice.
That was a hitless Ratika. Not bad at all. This section that's in Satanicnerd screen is really cool to do, but pretty hard to perform correctly in a very good movement, because there is a weird things about movement in Omensight. If you are very close from a ledge, you will lose speed very instantly, and that can mess up one of your jumps. That can be a problem. I'll go for this chest just to be safe.
Oh, he surrendered. That's an option for the last enemy. There's a chance they'll surrender or keep fighting. And if they surrender, the fight is shorter. If you actually hit him while he's surrendering, you'll insta-kill him.
Yeah, that's insta-kill him. And that's also give you blue gems or experience. That's kind of worth it to kill the... to have no mercy at all.
Yeah,
even if
your companion will say something about your behavior of still killing an enemy that surrendered. sometimes.
Yeah, the voice actor of this game are pretty awesome in my opinion. It's a pretty great game
They
about
put
that.
a lot of effort into this.
She'll remember the day she showed up with Vera.
A surrender once again for me too.
Nice.
That's pretty.
One cool thing with boss fights, especially this one with Radica, is you
Yeah.
do not need to be in the room. So you can just walk out.
Oh, what? Normally
just
I
out
do
of
that
range.
for the pillar, but there is a backup strat just here, so that's fine. I was too far from the pillar. So Eric, incoming the monkey skip. It's a pretty cool skip to skip 2 fights here. Pretty interesting to do.
One
So-
skip on 2 different occasions.
Yeah. You just have to be just here,
Strategic redeployment.
perform elite.
So yeah, you can see at certain points of Radica's health, she will go back upwards and throw a bullet health, and you can anticipate on that. Oh,
Okay, so there we go.
nice! I got the Hadouken on Radica.
Oh, nice. That's a huge amount of damage.
Yeah, that's
on
the
her.
most damage you can do
That's
on her.
pretty difficult to target her because Ludomir move a lot around the area and sometimes block the Hadouken. That's
Yeah,
pretty,
Ludomir's fat ass will usually
The,
body
the
block.
hitbox of honestly the hitbox of Ludomir is very big, very big, way bigger than this
Yeah.
graphic effect. So here we can also skip with good triple jumps
Well, smallest hope for victory.
like that. That's perfect. That's also a skip.
Notice Radica's dead yet.
So Ludomir can
Just-
be helpful here and do that ability again, or he can just stand by and do nothing. He did nothing for me.
Hey, nice. So incoming one of the very last skips found in Omensight. This is the Kesa skip because it's found by Kesa. The very last one here comes. It's pretty precise as you will see. So you just have to.
Yeah,
this is why I
Kaisa
use
is
them.
one of the newest runners. I hate this skip.
You have you
I
had
cannot
many
tell
trouble.
you how much I hate this skip. When it was found and Ætienne got it, and he got it on the marathon, and at home I got it none of the times, and then in practice here I got it consistently. So
Oh damn, that's bad.
I have a very weird relationship with this
With
skip.
the skip, yeah. I just missed it. And also it's pretty difficult. I also missed it in my PB.
I had to use Ludomir's ability to kill an enemy, so I cannot use him to break this pillar.
There we go. That was
So-
the first Kesa skip.
Nice.
I missed it 1 time. Even if this is probably one of the skips with the prison skip that I trained the most.
I will go for the skip.
Oh no,
But yeah, today has been the
my
first
God.
time ever I got it.
I got the Ludomir.
Soft lock?
Yeah, Ludomir soft lock
No way.
is
yeah,
block.
the companions are a big part of our frustrations.
I'm block on the door. Yeah, Ludomir is just soft lock. Oh my god, I have
This
to.
might be the worst day to get a soft lock.
Yeah.
Indrik is horrible as well, but this one is worse. Oh no, you start in the city of Eka.
Yeah. No, I start of the Christmas forest. So, oh my god. Yeah, that was an unfortunate soft lock.
I was forward way more than I expected there. Yeah, that's another blind section. You have to guess where you are, really. I
Oh
thought
my-
I jumped enough to the left, but luckily, well, not
This
luckily.
is a pretty rare soft lock, to be honest. But anyway,
Luckily, you don't need to do fights. Oh, you're not forced into the fight. You get another try at the skip.
oh, that's too bad.
Man,
Anyway,
we've
so
had a lot of troubles.
Satanicnerd is in lead right now. Yeah, this soft lock is so rare.
I have no idea why I went so far to the right, but I was able to correct it this time because I expected it.
Oh, remains 1.
So yeah, next up for me will be the Kaiser skip as well.
Good luck good luck with that.
Yeah, let's
I
see
try-
if I remember the notes you get, what you told me to do.
I will try to keep up. So I will do in the good way this time.
Did you see the sign? No
Okay. So just have to redo all of the things.
There's another
that,
wall here you can jump on, which is you can use to jump
invisible
around
wall.
the cutscene trigger there. Alright, so roll back into the corner. Now in the... There's 2 setups for this. And that is the fastest one, but I couldn't grab the ledge. There's another one which Kaisa found, which is might be a bit more consistent, but it's a bit slower because you have to do. You do not want to be here, actually.
I guess escape is pretty precise.
Yeah.
I really hope I will not get this soft lock 2 times in a row, honestly. The soft lock is so rare. It also can happen with Indrik.
I guess I'll go for the slower one by Kaisa. We put the cursor here between his legs, but it's precise. Another option is to put it in the bottom left. I know you just have to do it 3 times.
Okay.
And on the
I'm
third
back.
time, usually.
I'm also back to
You'll
the case
get it.
escape too.
Yeah, I messed it up a few times.
Oh, GG, you got it.
Yeah. I got it with Kaisa's setup. I got it as well with your setup, but then... Oh, I didn't softlock. It was taking a while. But then I missed the ledge, so I went for the safer option.
Okay, I did it first try this time.
Nice.
Anything useful? Vera is
Well, that's make the race more exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
talented.
Because yeah, we are not very close, but we'll get a little
Well, we
bit
are
closer
quite
right
close.
now. Yeah.
Centuries.
I took a small bit of time as well to grab those 2 chests.
Honestly, I don't know why sometimes Ludomir block, but I think if we touch the door in a very specific situation, because actually when we do all of those things, Ludomir is actually fighting. And sometimes, even in Definitive Edition, if you do the same things when Ludomir stops to, for example, do this attack by itself, sometimes he can softlock and doesn't move at all. But that's very rare.
This is one of the few fights you can skip in the new edition, the glitchless edition. You can just jump up on the ledge and walk away. There's a few of those you can just walk away from, and this is one of them. Yeah, that definitely makes this a way closer fight race.
Okay.
That's what you.
I really wait very long to the door. Ludomir, come. And even if you, by the way, even if you press start when the Harbinger try to push the door, you cannot reload the checkpoints. That's really problematic. So
There's another point in the run where you can softlock as well, which is a bit more common, I'd say, with Indrik.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's tough as well to get. Gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah. So we did this day to have the Vera seal. This seal,
Yeah, that one is definitely required.
yeah,
There's no way around this. You really need this seal.
because it's activated trigger. That's trigger the next Omensight definitely. So this is the seal. That's trigger the Omensight. So we definitely cannot skip this one at all.
Saw you.
And this next up is the shortest day, in which we will immediately see why we need the seal.
Next time, I will act swifter.
Right now, we will not get the dash just yet. It will be the day after.
I think you get it right now.
Do I? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
get it right
I
now.
get dash already, yeah. I was messed up. I will get extra levels. I know Ætienne doesn't, but I prefer the lethal flurry
Yeah,
ability.
you go for extra level. I will stop after the dash. I'm not so sure because I'm not used to
Here,
get
dash,
a flurry
dash,
level.
dash, and get some health because we're at a marathon.
Oh yeah, you also get extra armor of the dodging's upgrades.
Yeah, the very first day I get that. Well, it didn't help me this time with the Indrik fight, but I feel it helps me.
Don't have enough for the full upgrade of the dash. That's too bad. I don't have enough for the full upgrade of the dash, so that's mean my dash will have a little bit more
loading time.
Loading
I think,
times, yeah.
Or reload time, yeah. Cooldown timer, that's it. Cooldown. The cooldown of your dash will be a bit more.
I was thinking that I opened enough chests. No, not just because I have to.
Or maybe you had to reload. Maybe.
Oh yeah,
or-
because of the reload, I didn't pick any chest. That's why. Because of the soft rock. Anyway,
All right, this fight.
this fight is pretty funny. Yeah.
Very funny. Yeah. It gives you a sense of, oh crap, we've been ambushed almost, and then it's real
Almost.
easy. You can use the cone ability to knock down 4 out of 5, and make them pretty much insta kills,
Where were many?
and then that's the fight. They're pretty. They can't really do anything. Oh, nice. Ætienne got it on 3 out of 5. I at
And
least have
that's
not found a setup yet to get it on 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5 has been the max.
I know that another runner, Ozma, or 8 being sub, already got all of the enemies in an area attack, and that was very fast. So
Keep in mind that I'm.
we can
pretty-
jump up here, but it doesn't help. We have to wait for Radika to finish dialogue.
yeah.
Now
Because there is a weird door just after that that's only open if Ratika is here. So yeah, there is many things activated by triggers in this game.
I made a promise years ago.
Also, we are actually due an 80% trend bet. You will see the bad ending of the run because there is also another many different shows you have to do to find all of the clue in these games to trigger the true ending of the run, and it's really harder and longer to do.
Nice. All the enemies got killed. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting up there. You saw Radika getting up there with us, because you're not supposed to be able to jump up there without any help.
All our lives.
So Radika does some weird movement because we're in her way, and she still tries to hit the triggers. Oh, you still got 2 alive. Damn, that's
Yeah.
some bad luck.
Some bad luck. Here it's
Whoa.
basically pretty.
A lot of uses
It's
for
pretty
that
random.
power.
You might see only rats down there. So you might think, why are we doing this skip right now? But actually, when you get down there, the void ciphers will
Practice
spawn.
After you're done saving the world.
So this is why we have to redo the. We have to redo the monkey skip here. Oh, come on.
Nice, I didn't fall off this time with the monkey skip.
Watch out for those barrels. Special welcome to the Empire tonight.
I just turn around and I see Marks playing around with the berry.
It'd be a waste if you blew yourself up.
Okay.
All right, second Kaiser skip.
There we go. Was not sure where I was. So yeah, the second case escape have a different setup, but honestly, I think the setup is a little bit easier to get because of the camera angle is pretty different.
So again, we roll back into the corner, and now we use the mouth of the monkey. Or not the mouth of the monkey, but you make a triangle with the pillar
Yeah,
and your
this
mouse.
is a pretty simple setup to have with the mouse.
I did not get it first try.
This happens sometimes. Let's see if I. Okay, just be careful about.
It's pretty precise to
Yeah,
get.
it's case escape.
Kaiser skip is very precise. And in practice, I got it quite frequently, and at home, I've never gotten
And
it, so
there we
I
go.
hate this.
I got
got
it.
it.
I got it first try. I
Nice.
think we are very close.
I
Actually,
got third try, yeah.
yeah, we are in the same door.
Yeah. Radika, open it.
After something like 1 hour of run, it's pretty great.
Yeah,
it's
we
pretty
both
great.
had our ups and downs.
This way.
You had a soft lock too.
Yeah, but that's fine. Let's make the stay on the script. Stay on the script.
Wow, I messed up.
Not in the mood.
Oh yeah, this fight. Sometimes if you. Oh yeah, we
I
didn't.
got the
Yeah, we didn't speak about that, but it's not. Those skips are not as easy as you think because you have to be at a certain distance of the wall. If you are too close, you cannot have enough height to grab the ledge. So it's very important to make yourself with a little bit of distance to the wall.
I
when
was
you
afraid I
perform.
was too close to the wall there, but I still was just far enough because well, the enemies fell down a bit faster. than I expected. I actually hit them instead of using the combo to get up. And I believe our host wants to say something.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mark.
Hello.
Hey.
How are
Hey,
you?
hey, you guys got time for a donation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh yeah. Head
donation.
Fanatic has donated 10 bucks saying, "Believe in you, nerd," and it's an awesome cause. So thank you for the 10 bucks.
Thanks,
And
hey,
with
chap.
that, we're also 4 euros away from 500. So let's reach 500.
Nice.
Yay!
40,
All right,
right?
continue. Bye.
How are you, Mark? I asked you, but you never answered. Why are you
I'm
ignoring
sorry.
me?
I was doing stuff. I spilled water. Okay. I had to do
Again?
stuff. No, not again. First
What do you
time it
mean?
ever happened.
What?
But I'm doing okay. How
You
about you?
definitely spilled water earlier today.
No, never. How are you doing, Satanic?
We're fine, yeah. We're pretty close in the
and how
day, so
about
it's
you,
pretty
Ætienne?
hyped.
How are you doing? Ætienne, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty fine.
All right, good to
Yeah,
hear.
all of the round is pretty great actually, except all the soft lock. But this game, even if over version of the game, this game sometimes have a soft lock. But as I say, it's very rare, and the definition of the game is pretty stable, to be honest.
Yes,
because
this game, it has a definitive edition, which should have worked out all the bugs and glitches, but yeah, that's not the case. And in practice, just now, I found another spot in this version where I went into the wall. So that's definitely not a perfect game. Fall off the ledge, please. Whoa.
By the way, you're gonna give me a sign when I need to close the final boss without
Oh,
stomach,
right.
right?
I said when the world turns purple, this is an intermediate purple world.
Oh, all right, because this is purple. I was like, oh no.
No, when we enter a purple world.
All right, sorry. Don't need to get angry at me.
Thank you for paying attention, Mark.
No problem.
Oh no, things.
Nice, my fight was pretty perfect.
That was a pretty bizarre fight on my side, but so yeah, this is an intermissions. That's happens at the beginning of the last act, but yeah, my one was pretty long.
Yeah, this is one way of the game to tell you how strong the Void is getting, is that they're actually getting into your connection with the world, because you weren't able to go back immediately to the tree. I do not have enough to get health, so I will get the energy.
I goes immediately for Indrik because I do not need. I should upgrade my my dash, to be honest, but anyway.
Oh yeah.
I will go for the last day, and I will also use that to upgrade my last elf bar.
I never upgrade my health, so for me it's really a marathon strat now. But yeah, I really prefer to upgrade my abilities further on, because there is a lethal flurry. We right now have a lethal slash to insta-kill one guy, but with the lethal flurry you can insta-kill 3 guys in a row. And if you can line that up with the 2 heavy sharks or something, that definitely saves a lot of time fighting those guys.
On my side, I like to have life to react if there is any problem, for example, with extra hits and so on.
Nice, use the setup. Yeah, this starting part is a bit random.
Yeah, definitely. And
my barrel went way out of bounds.
Oh, that's happened sometimes. So yeah, we have a new ally, Indrik the Emperor. But the Emperor is the Emperor, so we cannot make any order to Indrik.
Yes.
So he will just throw fireballs randomly when he wants to help us. But we don't have any action button to use him to have extra actions. No.
So this fight is annoying because when you open the door, in the background the enemies are already there. But that means that the wizard will already spawn a void enemy, which is why I will reload the checkpoint, because it reloads the fight without them having been spawned. So you see him spawning there. You can skip that by reloading.
Oh.
Hello, you guys got time for a donation?
Okay. Yeah, this is a good time.
All right. Someone185 donated €1 saying, test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. Gorgle, 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 gorgle. I don't know what he wants, but I think he's dying.
Who?
Someone.
Someone.
Yeah.
Ah,
someone. I don't know who that is, but someone.
Someone, yeah, okay. So yeah, you just saw me use the lethal slash. I'm not sure if it was very clear that I used it, but you saw me just slashing across the screen, killing 3 enemies.
I did a pretty stupid mistake. I let the guys use the lever.
Oh.
So I lose a lot of time because of that.
This is where Indrik can soft lock.
Yeah.
So we might take a bit of extra time to wait for him to get over the barricade. Because you can see him in the back, see where he is moving, and he can get stuck behind some weird wall if you go ahead too fast. And that's another soft lock. Yeah, that's the best way to do this room, is to down both opponents with the same heavy attack. Hey, Mark! There goes our host.
It was it was a bad fight for me. Anyway.
I couldn't get close to the wall.
Oh.
I'm a bit further than you.
You can get very close from the wall by using a dash, yeah. So here Ludomir is pretty patient and free all of the retentions, because he just wants to speak with Ratika, because in the last Omensight we know that Vera make a transgressions, so he decided to make peace with the retention for the moment to fight the void, and that's definitely the situation that we need to trigger to defeat Voden.
Yes.
True enemy.
Yeah, because the main problem was that each side believed the other side was doing bad things, and now he realizes that the end of the world is actually caused by something the priestess did.
Yeah.
Willingly or unwillingly, or not realizing that she did this. But he realizes they have to join forces to stop the end of the world. And I think this is one of the great parts of Run. If you decide to fight her, it is the worst fight in the game.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
It's a bullet hell, there's no way to heal. She walks around, running around, teleporting. There are other enemies which will aid her, a lot of them. And when you win, Indrik kills you, because this is not the way he wants this to go.
Yeah. Definitely this fight is the hardest ones, but it's not useful. It probably can give you a clue, but it's also a clue you can unlock by another fight.
Yeah,
so.
What Ætienne was talking about, clues. In the new ending of the game, you must find clues in the game to gather enough information to add Vera as one of the characters you can return to at the start of a day to show Omensight to. And for that you need 24 clues by heart, maybe 32.
Yeah, 32.
32. And they are scattered throughout days, Omensights, and some information is hidden in weird corners of the game. There might be some information hidden in fighting Radicast even, but we thankfully don't need to do that. So fighting her there is only for a true 100%.
Yeah.
If you want to have done everything, have finished every day, have fought every boss, that kind of stuff, but that's a long run.
Yeah, definitely. This is a 3-hour speedrun if you want to try it. So.
Yeah, the true ending is 3. You got it sub 3.
I got the 2-hour 47.
47. You got it sub 250 even.
So another fight with Indrik here.
Yarbog's aura is still present in the temple.
That was a cool fight for me. I didn't use my energy as efficiently as I want to, but
that was a good fight for me too.
You cannot stop us, filthy abominations.
oh wow, Indrik killed a guy for me. He's usually not that helpful, Indrik. It's very random what he does.
That was a pretty good fight too. So.
All right, next up is Ludomir's skip.
Yeah, one of pretty odd skips, to be honest.
Yeah, we got here the first day when there wasn't much void and when we were on the side of Ludimir actually. And now we get Ludimir as an enemy. This is another big skip because this fight as well, the boss has a lot of iframes that you have to wait for. Yeah, and just like the first day, we can skip the door.
Yeah, because there is a Pigarian skip on this door, but by performing exactly the same skips, we can go through this door. But the problem is the jumping section after that, because the camera normally use the bridge of Indrix, and we have to perform this section literally blindfolded. That's pretty dangerous.
He's as strong as you're stubborn.
I will try Ætienne's setup. I have another setup. Ætienne showed me this one, and
yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's consistent. And here you have a better angle to see what I do after my 4 LHHs. I will jump into the door here. You can stand here and go over the door. And I got that first try. You'll see Ætienne now doing
so
7.
I will go for something pretty safer. There we go.
Yeah, and this cutscene is very long. We might be able to skip that cutscene. I did not grab the ledge. That's too bad. Now we still need to do this blindfolded. No!
Oh, you just fall?
Yeah.
That's a pretty odd section, to be honest.
So I have to do it again. So it will be again, definitely first try.
I got it
nice,
first
you
try.
got it.
Yeah. That's honestly, there is a double jump, another double jumps, and after a corner jumps to go on the good sections, you just have to training yourself again and again and again and again to get it. But
because the camera switches and it's in a weird angle. It's not forward that you need to hold, but some weird angle with the left analog stick.
Definitely. This is why the skip is about timing and about regularity, definitely. So, and if you die, you have to redo the skip entirely. So, yeah, it's. At this moments when you are on a PB pace, you really hope to don't mess up this one. So yeah, and another cool things about this Ludomir skips, we now have the life bar of Ludomir for the rest of the run. For the rest of the run, there will be this glitch with the life bar, so it's pretty funny. Just have to take care about those two shots.
The game never checks if you finish the fight, other than checking if the boss's health is at 0, or you died in the boss fight. I missed the first jump. Wow.
Oh, you missed the first jump?
I missed the first jump. Yeah, I was
no.
too far to the left, I think.
The problem of the skips is because you also have to position yourself correctly at the beginning of the 2 jumps. That's also a very tough part because you cannot see anything very early in this skips.
Really quickly all your vision gets blocked by the camera.
Yeah. You can push the camera a tiny bit in these games, but that's really nothing. That's just to watch a little bit of angle. So yeah, the camera in this game, the camera is very scripted. So this is, for me, this is the last seal, but oh damn.
So yeah, I almost got it again first try with 4. As you can see, it's very tough to jump around that door. If you jump too much into the door, you will not get onto the door. That sounds weird, but there's this weird arch you want to get on.
Just got it.
Like that.
This is the first part. So Motoxy also did a lot of a very good video about the skips, but yeah, it's
now I have to watch this cutscene as well 3 times.
Oh. Well, can do it.
Yeah, you cannot see where you are at any point. I got confused there because of the bomb explosion. My camera moved. I made it. Nice.
Nice, GG. This is definitely not a easy trick, to be honest. So, but that's not finished for all of the tricks we have to perform in this run, because we have to redo the prison skip for the very last day. The
Yeah, we both messed that up.
Yeah. And yeah, honestly, to have a very clear PB on these games, you have to perform all of these tricks in the... Oh, damn. I forgot to... There we go. You have to perform all of this trick on the first try, and even my PB and even the world record, I have the world record for the moment with my PB, and even my PB messed up the case I skipped one time. So if you think you are very good at execution in action RPG, go in Omensight and go in these versions, and you will see there is many very precise tricks, and the world record is definitely not optimized. So it's free if you're very, very good at executions with precise tricks, with precise angle. It's definitely a really great challenge to... This run is a great challenge. Mainly thanks by all of the activity of the community and all of the... all of the things the runner just found it's totally crazy, especially the very first runner, Trekro, Motoxy, Moonstaller, Oh!
He's peeking through the curtains.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the awkward elevator ride. It's just you and Indra going down, nothing said. Oh, here we will use on the Ætienne side, we will use those blasters again, but now against the Cyphers. The bottom shark sadly didn't die in one hit there, you can see. So he got hit in the face by an explosive because the shark threw one at him.
That was weird. So in this day we didn't need to perform the monkey skip, the skip with the monkey statue, because there is no fight on this room, so no need to perform the skip. I can just go in the normal way like that. And call Ludomir here.
Can I
make me a jump? And there is also a way to perform the case skip a third time. If you can YOLO it without any setups to try to avoid two fights on the dialogues, but honestly, even you see, it's during a fight, the camera moves because it's during a fight, so it's totally crazy. It's not humanly.
You have to YOLO it either with the analog stick, which is very annoying, or with the mouse, but that means you have to go through a fight dodging stuff with the keyboard and mouse, and those controls are not favorable, especially for in-air movement. Oh man.
If you want to play Omensight, play with a controller. Don't play with a keyboard and a mouse. That's definitely not a game made for that.
I'm not even sure you can get the out-of-bounds stuff with keyboard and mouse, because your movement is based on what you can see, where you can place your mouse on the camera. And I'm not sure you can actually get the skips.
Yeah. That sounds impossible, in fact, So we have a dialogue here with all of the Redemption, because they are traitor. They are adorator of the void. So we have to kill them. Perfect. I really have to... If you want to have a priority of kill in Omensight, you have to kill at first the summoners. Summoners are very dangerous because they, of course, summons other enemies, and that makes the fight longer. So
yeah, and the problem is those enemies are actually not bounded by the day you're on, I'm pretty sure, which means they can spawn the toughest shark in the game, which will add quite some time if you have to fight that one as well.
Definitely.
I mean, if you manage to not hit the shark at all, its AI will not be targeted onto you, and it will attack the rat, so it could help you even, but that's very risky strat.
So
it's more a theoretical strat than anything viable. Here's the skip again. Nice.
There we go.
He was angled, so he couldn't hit the enemy at the end there. That's where I messed up the other time in the beginning.
A good thing about the dashing can also make you a bit in a very fast positions from a wall to immediately begin your triple.
I tried summoning Ludomir there because you can get him past this cutscene trigger, but I couldn't get him past it.
I got it, but yeah, it's a very tough timing. So yeah, you see some things like that in the back of these rooms. This is a memories. There is also a category named All Memories when you have to collect all of the 24 secrets around the games. They are not very difficult to find, but you just have to be sure in each timelines you get all of the memories possible, and you should find all of the secrets in this game. So here we go for the second prison skip. It's pretty different to the other one because there is some black things, who block some way, so we have to perform it in a pretty different way.
Thankfully, because on this time, the extended prison skip actually loses time, because the room which had a golden chest, which we sadly couldn't show you guys, but that room will now have a fight.
Yeah, against a creator of void. So there you go for me.
So it's not faster to. It's faster to go through the small cutscene than to actually go through the fight. All right, I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but my favorite voice line of the game is right now.
The city proper. We are safe now.
Monsters! Another great part of the voice acting. If you would mind reloading the checkpoint for me. Yeah, the movement on top of the prison is very finicky, and you cannot see what you're doing.
Yes. Okay. Second part. There we go. And that was fast.
Vladimir did nothing for me here.
Oh, he didn't help you. So that was the last prison escapes and the last very difficult trick of this runs. But it remains probably the hardest boss of the runs, Vodens, and the hardest fight of the run too. There is a very difficult fight on the just before the last boss.
Wow!
Oh,
my heavy attack targeted the barrel instead of the wizard. But as you can see, the shark attacks also the guys around him, so he might be able to help us.
Oh,
Thankfully, it's the weak version of the shark.
Yeah, because there is a other version of a shark in a different color who have way more HP, way more HP. So here we go. Last. No, not the last zone, of course.
No, you're going into the sewers, yeah.
Yeah, the sewers.
I'm going into the tree, then the prison skip, and then still the sewers. So I'm a bit behind you now.
Yeah, that's mainly because your Ludomer skip doesn't going pretty well, but...
Yeah, I got it first try, but then I didn't manage to get the extended one, which was the problem. I now use the slow time, so the enemies fall down slower, and there's no chance of them interrupting my combo.
Okay. So let's see, foil.
Yeah, the sewer fight's definitely one of the toughest, at least battles in a room. Well, obviously there are boss fights which are harder, but this room in particular in this speedrun is tough.
She made me swear to never
Oh,
enter
damn,
this
that's
place,
bad.
no matter what happens. I hope she'll forgive me.
Perfect.
Oh, I should have. Her eyes.
Where are you?
Oh, I should be. But that fellow.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Jesus, that's close, man.
That was weird, but
now
that's
you have
fine.
to watch out.
Yeah.
If there is a chance he gets hit while entering the sword, and
This
if
is
he
why,
dies during that, then he'll be soft locked and have to reload the day again. But there's thankfully some health to the side that you can get consistently.
By the way, should we stop the incentive about the stun lock of the last boss right now when I enter the...
Yeah, I think it's coming up close, yeah. We might even cut it at entering the first of the 3 phases even.
Yeah. I will just, when I saw Vera, I will just... Oh. My God, that was close.
Seeing Vera is probably the best.
Yeah.
Because we got time to sit down and do nothing. during the
I take
cutscene.
health for nothings. I didn't get it. So if you get it here during the cutscenes and you die, this is a soft lock. You can do anything else than to reload your save files.
Yeah,
So
you
this
will
is
get
one.
reloaded invisibly.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird glitch. Useless because you cannot even trigger any dialogues. So it's a presence escape. I will not.
14.
And we enter on my side the very last section
it.
of the game. You got it?
First part.
Okay. Go for the second part.
Now, walk on the ledge. I jumped.
Oh no.
I didn't jump to the left far enough. That sucks.
Anyway. So yeah, in these sections, even if you saw my delay of fate, my dash, and so on, I cannot use any power, any attack, instead of rolling and jumping in here. And if you play the definitive edition of the game, this part is slightly different. They make it a little bit easier.
Closed.
So you have to take care about those guys.
I just heard they already closed it. The incentive.
Oh, they already closed the incentive?
At least
Yeah.
that's what I just heard Mark say.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I just closed it because you told me close it as soon as you enter a purple area. I think this is a purple area. I'm not sure
Yeah,
yet.
this is the purple area.
I
This
am
is,
not
But
sure where
we
I
can
am.
still go for hard mode for the last boss. It's only 25 dollars.
Yeah,
Euros, thingies. Donate.
I didn't get on the first ledge this time. It was weird. Why am I sliding here? This game is perfect, by the way. I just slid across the ledge there. 2, 3, 4.
So on my side, this is an unscapable dialogues with Vera. So just see if everything is going well against for the presence escape of Satanicnerd.
I actually lost count.
Oh damn.
I think I recovered. Whoa. There are actually 2 ledges you can land on, the bottom one and the top one, and the top one is the right one. And I first landed on the bottom one and managed to jump onto the top one still. Nice.
So now we have Claddon. This is the master sword of these games, definitely. And we have this fight, and after that we have the very last fight of the games against Voidon.
I'm in his... I don't...
Oh. I have to deal with this one.
Yeah, I'll be entering the sewers now. You're ahead quite a bit.
Yeah, just be careful to don't take any hits here.
Yeah, coming up is one of the toughest, probably the toughest fight.
Yeah, Voidon phase 1. I did it less, so that's fine.
Nice.
So yeah, Voidon phase 1 is definitely the run killer, the run killer of these games, the absolute run killer, because this fight is on a very unstable area, and you can die very easily by falling or by a huge amount of damage that Voidon can do to you. So
Yeah,
or you
Voidon can one-hit kill you.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
sure
can't
with his shotgun ability.
especially with spin on these projectiles. I'll just stop the time with Delay of Fate, pass this first phase. You can also summon a lot of friends here.
So yeah, sewer fight coming up for me.
Okay, that was a very good second phase.
Now I'm hungry. Ah, can't even eat these.
Okay, that's a hitless Voidon 1. That's very good.
You got hitless Voidon 1.
Hitless Voidon
nice.
1. So it's a pretty damn good fight. I don't know, and that's not hitless. That's not hitless. I took it. Sorry, I took it during the transition in the
Still
phase.
nice to get him first try.
Yeah. Okay, Voidon 2 is way easier. Honestly, it's way easier. Just have to jump and be careful about the... Once again, all of the platform here are 100% scripted. This is always the same platform will disappear in this fight. So Satanicnerd and me, and all of the runners on Omensight know exactly which platform are safe, because it's always the same.
My sewer fight went pretty well. Oh yeah, even for Voden, this second fight, which is pretty straightforward, I have a small difference in strat in how I approach this fight. I use the energy ball a bit more than the other guys.
So yeah, the incentive for the stun lock was not met. I mean, so I will go for try to get the stun lock, and if I don't get it, it's in a way. Okay, so I will try.
Nice, I almost grabbed the memory instead of the sword.
Okay,
I got hit there, but thankfully I was nowhere close to dying.
And I got the stun lock, so ready for the timer on my side. So this is the things that we have an incentive to don't use, because it's pretty stupid and make the phase 3 of this boss absolutely stupid. Because this fight is normally very cool to do. Ready on timer. Time. And that's... it's a sub 28 with this stupid soft lock, but
yeah, soft
anyway,
lock, skips missed. Yeah, this is both prison skips 3 times.
The actual raw record of this category is 1 hour 21 and 13 seconds.
It's your time.
Yeah, it's my time of my PB, but it's after months and months and months of Omensight. So yeah, I definitely slip into that games to make this time possible, but...
that jump I just made is one that Ætienne refuses to go for.
I refuse to go for this one, because it's Trickrow who saw me that during the last ESA, and that saved something like 2 seconds and lose mid-time, and you got it first try, but I refuse to use that. It's too hard. So now let's see if you can get... The end of the run was pretty
solid for you.
Pretty solid, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
These sharks both loaded in quickly for me, so I have to time my dodge. Yeah.
So we actually see the cutscene of the bad ending here. If you all of the character dies, you like this ending?
I like a tragedy. It's a very well written tragedy. I mean, Ludomir's death is definitely a bit sad and maybe not the best written.
I can see the life bar is still alive.
Yeah, from Ludimir, yeah. But yeah, I think this is a pretty well written tragedy. And I mean, this is what the Harbinger does. There's no emotion. This is her purpose, to prevent the end of the world, and that's what she does. So yeah, I think this ending is fitting to the story, at least. Maybe not to people getting attached to characters and then seeing them die in the stupidest way possible, but...
So let's go for the very last section. So in this last section, Claydon does a huge amount of damage, can instantly 1-hit KO everyone except for the shark, that's 2-hit KO. You can also use the dash to perform damage to the enemies in this section. So let's see.
You can dash and jump slash them before they've spawned in.
Yeah,
to kill them before they are here.
And everyone is already dead. That was pretty well, man. So in this section, it's very important to progress.
Yeah. You can see that the enemy was trying to attack me before I got control of the character. That's an annoying part of this run, especially during the Voden fight. I thought I saw a flying...
Another feature about our new Swirl Claydon is that fill your energy automatically. That's very useful to build energy, for example, make instant kill. That's one of the power you build up by charging an heavy attack. Yeah, the fighting, the control of fight in this game are pretty great to play.
Wow, there's one enemy left.
Yeah. Some enemies sometimes blocked by the holes.
It's actually faster to die here.
Yeah.
because the checkpoint is way ahead.
The checkpoint is way ahead. Immediately when you see the dialogues, as you can see, there we go.
At home it's not faster because my loading times are just horrendous. But on this setup, I will definitely go for it.
That's also pretty useful here to refill your life before this fight, before the new one. Okay, here we go. Voted one.
I still can't believe I died to
I have
Indrik.
I have the awesome sound of the credits.
Oh, you have the credits.
Yeah, during your Voden fight. That's pretty.
This whole area is unstable.
Okay, very good first section. So you really have to stay on the.
Why did you teleport away? But there's no Cypher spawn.
No.
That's another RNG part of this fight.
No.
Is whether the enemies, whether Voden will spawn Cyphers. Here you'll see them spawned in. Oh, he still has iframes.
yeah,
That's
no,
too bad.
That's a little bit too early for the delay of Doom. If you delay of Doom a little bit too early, just saw the insane damage
Luckily,
of
Voden cannot go around corner.
No, we can't. Nice cancel. Nice. That's a really good one.
That's a tough fight.
The spin of Voden cannot go through the wall. It will stick short to the wall.
It almost dropped me into the void there as well.
Oh, you
He's
go
going
for
to the right.
It is go to the right.
Yeah, I did not heal there.
Anyway,
No, I
don't
had to do that.
honestly, Voden 2 is not scary. You just have to be careful when you jump. Don't jump exactly at the same moment when Voden will throw you a ball. This ball are very scary.
That ball slows you down,
Yeah.
and you'll be stuck in the ball and take more damage.
You see the big area you can make by the delay of fate, your very first power, a very powerful one in a casual gameplay, to be honest. Oh,
I go for energy balls there.
Yeah, good idea, very good idea. Oh, that was a very good setup for the Voden 3.
And now it's unlocked.
But not defeated.
I got this blindfolded at Annual, so I'm
Yeah,
confident I can get it again.
you are the very first man who do this fight entirely blindfolded in live.
Oh, I might not have jumped forward enough.
No, that's fine. You got it. You got it
Yeah.
with good timing. So in these positions, we don't know why, but even that's also work in Definitive Edition. If you have the last version of the game, this is unlocked. If you perform the good angle and just spamming heavy attack, it will just teleport on itself and block every time, and we can just. Oh, you go
I
for
used
some
lethal flurry
sign.
there because it
Just for fun.
is faster damage.
You ready for time?
And
Time.
Underestimate.
Yeah. That was a pretty great race because you died to
Yeah.
Indrik and after you back up because I got a pretty the soft lock on the Ludomin. That happens many times. That's not a new soft lock. We already know that's gonna happen because we are in the old version of the game. It's pretty unstable. But the speedrun with all of those glitches is so cool. That
it's a very tough game to do
yeah.
consistently, consistent runs of as well.
Yeah.
Because of the soft lock, because of the skips, which are pretty difficult, and you really have to be practicing every day to be able to get it consistently in a run first try. Even the extended skip, which I got the skip, but I tried to go for the extended skip, which is even harder, and I couldn't get it sadly.
I'm still impressed to all of the things those people, this tiny community found. I mean, Motoxy, Monster, Tricro,
Kaisa now with the new runner.
And the new runner Kaisa who found this awesome Kaisa escape is so hard to perform, to be honest. So yeah, we are a tiny community. We are right now the most of the community probably move on to other games, but this is if you search for an action games with a very specific skill, with very specific tricks, and also pretty cool fights. It's definitely a pretty good choice.
Yeah, very cool game, casually.
And because of the activity of the community, we are historize all of the things and all of the setup with video, with grid, with a Discord. So yeah, shout outs to all of the Omensight community for that, and also thank you for all of the donators who donate for our 2 incentive.
Yeah.
The hard mode had some make the damage very harder, so that's
the hard mode. The greatest changes are that drops get decreased, so gaining amber to buy the dash upgrade,
Yeah.
or the damage you take actually gets increased, and when you die, you only get spawned in with half health.
Many different tiny difference. And the soft lock we use at the end, that was our second incentive, but that's cool. That's also cool because this last fight is also pretty easy for each other right now, because honestly the only big difficulty of this last boss is the first one because of the area is very unstable and all of the ad. But the very last fight is very impressive, but easy. Honestly, it's easy.
Very happy I got the first one. It was a messy fight still. I had to dash around everywhere and I still got it, thankfully.
So that was the last one of the BSG. We will let the organizer to have the final words. Thank you a lot, BSG, to have us.
Yes, thank you very much.
That was an awesome event. See you guys.
Yeah.